Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford-on-Bagley. We are in the world of old New Henford today, and we're back at Henford House. Last time we were in the basement area where we furnished the butler's suite and also some of the staff dorm rooms. Today we're going to be completing the basement by furnishing up the staff meeting room and the utility room, and we're also going to be completing the main bedroom upstairs too. So let's get into game and let's make a start. Happy Thursday, my cheeky darlings, and welcome back to Let's Build the World. Oh, here we are. Here we bloody are indeed. Welcome back to Henford House. We're getting on with some more building today, darling. Well, more furnishing. We've done most of the building. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm starting to lose it, so I'm sounding very, very sultry today. Here we go, downstairs. Downstairs is where we're going to be starting today. Did a little bit of work off of camera. Just filled up this hallway a little bit around here as well. Just some knickknacks, some storage cupboards and stuff. Storage boxes, that kind of thing. And I also segregated what was, I reckon, the old kind of like house staff dining room area. We're still going to be making it into a little bit of a dining room. I'm going to be doing this area here. This is going to be the storage cupboard. I'm going to be keeping the majority of this empty because what is normally stored in this cupboard is all of the stuff from the Great Hall. So the tables, the chairs, the banquet table maybe. Yeah, the other things. I also wanted to change these out as well because I heard from a violinist in the comment box below that you don't have arms on the chairs when you're in your quartet, and that makes a whole lot of sense to me. So that's what we're going to do first. Hello. Anyway, how are we all doing? Hope you had a lovely bloody week. I really bloody do. Next week we're going to be getting into some spooky builds, my darlings. So be on the lookout for them because that's indeed what we're going to do. What about these? Will these match in with these? I mean, it's the same horrible texture. Why not? Let's do that. Let's flop it in. I haven't had a chance to speak to you lot about the new expansion pack coming out. I'm excited for it. I haven't been this excited for an expansion pack in a very long time. Still apprehensive, as always, because we all know I always tend to get a little bit disappointed with the gameplay. Next week, I promise as well, it's going to be the last iteration of the Love Struck playthrough. That was meant to be coming out. I did say last week that it was coming out this week. But I just didn't have time this week. I didn't have time this week at all. But next week is going to be the final Love Struck. And my overall thoughts on that expansion pack as well is going to be coming out at the end of that. So be on the lookout for that too. But yeah, there we go. Does that work? I think it works. I think what I'm going to do is put them in front of it. So it will stop people from sitting on the chairs, you know? Let's do that a little bit closer together. I think they need to be closer together anyway. Oh, no, actually. They're going to be flapping their arms about, aren't they, on the violin? I'm sorry, I don't know the technical term. Bowing? No, because the bow is what you use. I don't know. You just use your arms a bit, don't you, when you're doing your violinists? I'm a little bit hyper today, so I'm just going to warn you about that. I am a little bit hyper today, so I may be making a few silly remarks and stuff. I mean, what's new? What's new there, to be honest, you know? So here we are down here. I didn't even get into this because I got excited. This is going to be their utility room. There was a couple of you saying this house would need kind of like a washing area. And I was like, I totally agree with that. So maybe we'll start in here first. And I think what I want to do is put in multiple washing machines. 2 washing machines and 2 dryers. I'm going to stack them on top of each other, I think. That's what we're going to do. So it's not in plumbing, Aiden. Plumbing? It's not in plumbing, Aiden. It's in appliances, and it's in Misk Appliances, isn't it? These ones here, washing machines live longer with Calgon. So I'm going to put you there, plop you there. We're going to do the washing machines down below. It doesn't really fill me with joy having a washing machine up high, just in case of leakage, you know? Not leakage. No, I'm not saying that. We're moving on. I've been catching myself lately, and I'm very pleased. Just before I get to the point of debauchery, I've been catching myself and saying, no, stop it at once. And I tend to stop it. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. So we're going to need some kind of sink in here as well. Maybe some kind of unit with some storage in here too. I'm going to stick with this wall. Let's find a good kitchen counter. I think we should go for these base game ones. you know? I don't want anything to be too grody down here. We've got to remember we're in this beautiful house. I wouldn't imagine that they would just let things go to shit. Well, no, that's not true in itself, actually. There are many stately homes, especially in the UK, that have gone into like disrepair and, you know, well, they just look like a pile of shit, to be honest with you. I would still live in them. I would still happily live in a pile of shit, but now's not the day. Anyway, moving on. I told you I am absolutely bloody hyper today, and I've got no reason for it, really. No reason whatsoever. Well, yes, I have. I'm kind of coming to terms with things. Nothing bad at all. I don't know. I go through these ups and downs, you know, and I'm kind of like, I'm on a nice medium. I felt really good for the past like month or so, and I'm riding that high, darlings, you know, riding that high without any use of anything to get me in that way, if you know what I mean. And not that I do that kind of thing anyway. Not anymore. I'm too old. I'm too old for that shit. Anyway, but yeah. I thought some storage there. The plates don't make sense, do they? That was a bit of a silly thing to put there, to be honest. Maybe what I could do is just do one of these instead. I'm going to put a sink down below it as well. I think that's what I want to do. I can't hear... I wear my headphones. A few of you have asked, why do you wear headphones when you're like recording? It's because I can hear my voice feedback, so I know when I'm muted or whatnot. And I can hear my voice, and I'm not for it, because it sounds like Dot Cotton after she smoked a packet of 50, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's not the right sink, though. It needs to be something that looks a little bit older, like this kind of style. You know? Well, maybe not even you either. We need some more kitchen sinks. Forget all the other sinks. We need some more kitchen ones. You know, I'm bored of them. They did well with this one. Maybe I could put that in here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Stunning. Okay, there's not much going to be going in here at all. Do I want to put like the Hoover and stuff in here? No, I think I'm going to put the Hoover and stuff in here, so at least we've got something to put in there, you know? Might do a couple of Hoovers as well, you know, because this is a big house. One Hoover for this size house would not make sense. We're going to put down a little rug down here as well. I think what I want to do is pop in this one here. This is a fail-safe rug, to be honest with you. It really is. I absolutely love this rug. It comes in so many nice swatches, and it's, I don't know, it's been around for years. Thank you, rug, for all of your work. Not this. We're moving on. Okay, Aiden, calm yourself down, for goodness sake. Honestly, Daisy's been looking at me like I'm a bloody madhead today, because I've just been in the biggest and bestest of moods. And that is always a good thing as far as I'm concerned. Let's get some stuff up from the laundry pack as well. Just a few bits. I put an iron and some stuff up on the wall there, and I got out some cleaning products there as well. So at least they've got a nice utility room, and it is far away, but it's kind of got access here. So the staff can come out, collect the laundry. I've put a laundry basket down there, and I'm just going to keep it as the one, so it's easy enough to just put it in the washing machine, you know? And then I'll use the fake ones in the rooms, maybe. That's a good idea. Yes, it is. Right, what I want to do here, I nearly burped then and I caught it, is put in the dust the bust. I want to put in some Hoovers down here. I might go for a newer one, like this fancy one, but also maybe one of the older ones as well. Just so it looks like it's on its last legs. I remember these Hoovers, that's how old I am. For goodness sake, I remember them. Oh, my mum used to put little scented like packets in them as well. So when we're in the house, it used to throw out scent. Oh, I'm old. I'm really old. But do you know what? I'm happy with it. I've never had a thing with age. Why am I grabbing just any random thing out? Never had any kind of like qualm with age. And I think that's from my mum as well, because she's never been scared of age. And I think I've been brought up to feel that way. What are we talking about? Is this the therapy session today? No, it's not. We're moving on. So this area here, I do want it to be some kind of dining room. I really do. I wish we could get some kind of light well down here. We could. Oh, no, we couldn't because of the foundation. Let's forget we ever did a thing and just move on. So, a dining room. So I think this old style like farm table, is this base game? It is. I never tend to use this table, and I really should, because it's a good solid table. I'm still laughing at the fact that I'm like this today. I think adding this in directly under that. Is that directly under that light? It is. Okay. With some older looking chair. Oh, these would probably work actually. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the chairs in Downton, but I think they're just really simple chairs in Downton like this. Maybe this could work then. Oh, that's a bit too dark there. Oh, they work perfectly. Yes, well, we'll do them then. And these are all in... Didn't I put these in the rooms as well? Yeah, I did. I put some over... Where are you? Just to make sure. I just want to make sure I did. Yes, there. I got rid of a couple of them and put some radiators in those rooms as well. I forgot to tell you that. How dare I? What about if we do a full table in here like this? A big old table. Yes, but I think it needs to go maybe that direction like that. Yeah, something like that. And I'm trying to think what's in Downton. There's windows behind them and stuff. There's a piano. Ah, there is a piano, isn't it? In there, isn't it? Because I can't remember what he was called. Albert? No, I can't remember what he was called, but he played the piano really well. And Mrs. Hughes always used to tell him off about it. Mrs. Hughes, Queen, one of my favourite characters in Downton. What are your favourite characters in Downton Abbey? Let me know down below, thank you. I've been enjoying our little questions lately. It's been nice to know your favourite flavours of ice cream, your chippy orders. So who's your favourite character in Downton? Mine is probably Mrs. Hughes. I thought she was amazing. Loved Mrs. Hughes. But I also liked a few others. I loved Mary. She was a right bitch, but I did love it. I did love her. So if we've got that, I reckon some kind of bookcase down here as well, maybe. Some kind of bookcase where they could just... A really simple looking bookcase, so probably this. Where they've got a few little books that they could read and stuff. Maybe an armchair. They did have a fire down here, didn't they? I remember that much now. Oh, how dare you? For a start, nobody invited you to do that, thank you. I'm going to just overlap them slightly like that. Does that glitch out? Not really. There we go. So, maybe an armchair. Should we put a fireplace down here? Would that make sense? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a fireplace in here. If that's the case, then I am going to try and maneuver this around a little bit. Maybe we could do a fireplace over here. Doesn't necessarily have to be a fireplace. It could just be a wood burner. You know, where they heat up their tea and stuff. Yes, let's do that. Let's flop you into here. Let's give you a little bit of stone underneath of it so it doesn't look like it's directly on the wood. Maybe going darker down here actually for this, like this one. Yeah, something like that. I might actually move you into there. No, I'm going to put you quite... I don't know. Do you know what? I think maybe what we could do is add you over here. Get you in there as well. I'll move those bookcases and then move that one back to probably where it was actually. In fact, I want to pull you a little bit further forward just so I can get a couple of armchairs in front of here. And then maybe I could move the bookcase. Do I want to move that bookcase? No, I don't. We're going to keep it there. So, we need a couple of armchairs, don't we? So, probably some older looking armchairs as well. Let's find some. I'm going to use these two here. But I am going to move this door now. I'm going to pop you around about there instead. Make it open that way. Just so we've got a little bit more room here, you know? Let's get a couple of armchairs in front of this fire. Don't know. And then a little table in between them. I think that one from the horse ranch would be the perfect option. I've been using this side table to death, but it's just perfect. It fits so many situations. And this is one of those situations. Maybe with a little lamp on top as well. I'm going to go for this one actually, with the little teapot on it. Just so it looks like you could have a little cup of tea by the fire. Oh, loving that vibe. I don't want to go too mad with the decorations and stuff down here. I really don't. I don't want it to be that kind of room. But I do feel like we need some kind of picture up on the wall and maybe an old sconce as well. And there we go. I kept it really simple. Put a picture of a cock on the wall, some potatoes. I know they're pears. I just like saying they're potatoes. Another picture over here, and I've used these sconces around the room as well. And I also put a little tea set on the table as well for the staff, you know? So they've got themselves a nice little meeting area now. I think that's very cute. Very nice indeed. So I am going to keep this empty. I am going to keep it empty. I wouldn't mind some kind of storage in there though. And I think what I'm going to do is just copy this one. This area here. This object here. And flop it in here. But maybe change the colour. Go a bit darker with it. Oh god. They always use this warmer brown wood. And I wish they would stop. Stop it at once. I'm I'm just going to stick with that one. Just so it looks like they've got something in there that they can store into cupboards and things. Maybe china and that kind of stuff. Oh, saying that, maybe we could use a hutch instead of using the same one. Now, I've never got to use this object before, so I'm going to use it now. And I'm going to flop this in here. Yes, because then it looks like it's got some nice like glasses and china and stuff up on it. Yes, I'm going to do that. Stunning. Well, there we go. I think we're done with the downstairs portion, loves. Well, the basement area, shall we say. Oh, God, they're right in there, aren't they? Let's just put you like that. There we go. The basement is complete. Well, stunning. Well, to finish off today, we're going to do the main bedroom itself. So I need to get my creative juices flowing with this. I really do. Because I'm also thinking about changing the floor plan slightly. Having this as a single room and just eating into it a little bit so I can get an ensuite in here and also some kind of dressing room. I think that would make sense for this area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out a little bit of a floor plan here and then we'll get to work on the actual bedroom itself. So this floor plan has changed slightly. I've made their ensuite a lot bigger than the rest of the ensuites that I've done, just because I think that they deserve it. And I got rid of the ensuite for this one here. This is just going to be some kind of guest bedroom, I think. A dressing area here. I think I want to put an actual dressing table in here, to be honest with you. And I'm going to try and squeeze it in along with 2 wardrobes. I think we should be able to do that. So this is the kind of style that we're going for in here. Very white and gold. Very ostentatious. I think it would match in really nicely. So first off, let's get some curtains on the go. Let's get our curtains out, loves. Let's all get our curtains out. Right, I'm going to flop these around here. We're going to do one there. That does eat in slightly to the radiator, but we're going to forgive it. Why, you may ask? Because it is the season. Well, not quite yet. Winter is on its way. It's thundering at the minute. You might be able to hear it in the background in a second. I think we're getting the tail end of all of those hurricanes that have been happening in the US. I really hope all of you over there and wherever in the world as well where there's some storms going on, I really hope that you're all safe. I really do. Sending my love to all of you. Not sending my love to the people that have been leaving their animals behind in those storms, though. You lot can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, we're going to use this bed here. I tried out a few things. I even tried out that canopy that came with Love Struck, and it just looked a bit... It just didn't... It wasn't the vibe. It just didn't look as plush as what I would have wanted. So I'm kind of mixing together classic furniture, but also a little bit of contemporary in here and there with the bed, the lights. That's what I want to do in this bedroom. I think it's going to work really nicely as well. I'm going to put a little ottoman at the end of the bed. I've got Daisy in the room as well. She did jump up then when the thunder happened, but she's not really scared of thunder, which I'm very glad about. Nor is she scared of fireworks either. I always make sure when they're puppies to play firework music. Firework music, not that. Firework sounds, so they kind of get used to it. And I took them. We have a British firework championship in Plymouth, in where I live, and I took her to that as well when she was a puppy, wrapped up in my hoodie. Same as what I did with Blue, and it kind of helped them. So I'm going to go down that route with all of my dogs. I really am. Look, I love that. I think that looks really smart there. Very nice and smart, that. Loving that, I really am. I think we should add a mirror above here. I don't know what mirror... Oh, actually, I do. This one. Maybe. This one here in a gold. And I put out those 3 birds as well. Is that a clue? Maybe. Maybe I'm dropping a clue today. Who can say? That's all I'm going to say. But who can bloody say indeed? Yeah, I like how that looks. I really do. We've got all of this space to play with as well. I do want to get in some kind of living area in here. I really think that would work. But what I want to do before we move on to anything is just get the lighting sorted up here. So we're going to use the sconces we've used everywhere. And we're going to flop them down into various places. So we're going to plop one there. I think I want to do one here just so it finishes off that side nicely. There we go. 2 by the sides of these doors as well. I think we're doing it at that height, aren't we? 1 there, 1 there. Let's get 2 in by the side of these doors as well. So 1 there and 1 there. Anywhere where the lighting's bad, to be honest. And I might... No, I want to put a picture up there. Do I want to do another one here? No, I think I'll do maybe a a side table with a lamp on. Why did that take so long to get out? I do not know. So we've got to fill up this space here, really. I'm probably going to put 2 rugs in this room just to break it up a little bit. I'm not annoyed that this fireplace isn't central because we don't really need to base all of the furniture around a fireplace. But let's see what we come up with. Okay, so this is what I think I want to do here. I want to get this around about there. I'm going to flop this one around about here. These were the sofas I wanted to use downstairs in the living area, but I didn't get to use them, so I'm going to use them up here instead. You know, why not, to be honest? And then I'm going to put the coffee table around about here. And I love this rug in here. It's very classic, very nice. So I think I'm going to flop the rug to around about there like that. And then that gives us a nice bit of leeway coming down this way. It's probably not good feng shui. I can't say it. I never know how to say that. But, you know, it's The Sims. What more can be said? I'm going to maybe add in a floor lamp. I think a floor lamp would look good in here. Should we go a little bit more... Daisy snoring in the background. Shall we go a little bit more contemporary with the floor lamp? I don't actually mind this in here. I could put this around here and then spin it around this way, like this. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me have a little look. Oh, actually, seeing it with the whole room. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Why not? Why not indeed? Let me just try a few more first. Actually, no. I'm going to go back to classic. That's just a little bit too much, that. It's just a little bit too much for this room, I think. It was nice. I thought it suited it, but I think that looks a lot better. So we're going to stick to that. And I think what I'm going to do is bring one of these end tables and pop it in this area here. I'm going to face it this way so they can get to it, whatever's in there. Trinkets and whatnot. And I'm going to use the same lamp over here as well. Just flop you above there, like that. I think that's going to really work. I think a plant in each of the corners here. We definitely need to bring a bit of greenery in here. Actually, I've never... Oh, this would look good in here. I'm getting distracted now. Some lilies on the table. I probably want to go a bit fancier with that, actually. I would like to get in those. I always think that they look a bit more like an outdoor plant, but I think it would work in this room, and it's these here. I do think it's going to work in here, you know. I actually don't mind that swatch in here either. Let's see if I can add 2 either side of the door itself. Do you know what? I think I'm going to get away with that in here. Am I? I don't know. I really don't know. It's not a big thing, but it is a big thing. It just wasn't working for me. It wasn't working. It was too much. They look like outside plants, or like, what they're called, sunrooms, like that kind of vibe, you know, conservatory. We got there in the end. For goodness sake, Aiden, your brain today needs a slap. It really does. Yeah, 2 matching plants either side of it. I think that just brings something to there. I really do. So up here, a nice picture, and I think just a nice picture of, I don't know, an Italian street, you know, maybe one of their favourite places that they love to visit. And I think that is how I want this bedroom, but I don't want to add anything else in here. I think it's perfect. Just the right amount of stuff. Tasteful, and I'm vibing with it. I really am. So in here, this is where it's going to get a little bit difficult, I think. I don't know what wardrobe to add in here. I don't know whether to go for these ones here in the gold, like this kind of vibe. I think we could fit 3 of those in here, actually. Let's see if we can get 3 in. 1, let's get one right on the edge. Oh, that archway's going to say no. Maybe not then. 2, and I can put a mirror in between that. Now, this is where I'm worried. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit in this here without it looking a bit crammed in here. Oh, actually, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. Yes, it is indeed. And then I want to go for the matching chair, this one, in the gold. And flop you into there as well. Just adding hits of gold here and there. Gold. Just adding gold into every room. And then maybe a lovely little mirror as well in the middle here. Don't know if I want to do a stand-up one. Oh, yes. A hit of contemporary in this room, if you will. Yeah, that's the vibe. That is indeed the vibe. I'm going to add some sconces in here as well. I'm going to flop these around this way. I had a couple of you saying, why do you say is well and not as well? It's a Devon thing. It's my Devon dialect. I say is well for some reason. I don't know why. Don't know why. It's my Celtic blood, love. You're just going to have to let it go, all right? I might actually make the sconces a little bit lower in here, to be honest. Yeah, something like that. Does it need something up on the wall there? I think it does need some kind of painting up on the wall. And I might go for this one here, a nice big fancy bit of modern art in here. Work well. Yes, that does work well. I like it. And then let's fill up this area here with some makeup. That's what I decided to put in here. Using these here from Crystal Creations, and I'm going to give her some really fancy necklaces and put them on there. Along with some more jewellery here and a little tray with all her perfumes and stuff on. That's the vibe right there. Well, there we tickety bloody go, darlings. I'm gonna do this bathroom off of. I know, in fact, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do the bathroom tomorrow, and we are going to carry on with the teen bedrooms as well. I don't know what bedrooms I want to give them just yet. I'm feeling these two here are the biggest, but I might go for these two instead, just because they're a little bit further away. This one's a more interesting shape. I don't know. We're going to do that though. I'll leave you with a little shot of the new bedroom itself, and there we are. Lovely jubbly. Thank you so much for watching today, my sweethearts. Leave me some lovely comments down below, and I will be back tomorrow with the next part of this. Goodbye.